This year's cohort 3, and it's been incredible already. We've got over 170 educators walking into Tucker. And so we've added in a new specialization in adult learning that focuses on coaching, mentoring, professional learning, working with teachers. And then we have our first ever specialization on the leader ladder, and it's focusing on how can principals, assistant principals really support instruction in their building from where they are.
Think about fostering a culture of belonging, consistent practice of warm demandingness.
One thing that I've always loved about Henrico, and especially when I have colleagues in other divisions, is the professional learning opportunities that Henrico provides. It's great that we go to conferences, but to be in a room with 24 other principals and associate principals is just very refreshing.
One of the things about learning and the adult learning for me is tangible takeaways. I like to be able to go to class on Tuesday, learn something that I can fully implement on Wednesday morning when I go to work. And that's how it's not a class. It's more on-the-job training.
The program focuses on us taking the Henrico Learner Profile, which is the foundation of what we're doing, and using HCPSU and all of those resources to strengthen the academics in our schools. So going to an outside program would be great, but we won't get it the Henrico way and show us just how important it is and learning new strategies of how to implement the HLP to be academically successful.
To the survey.
This is a good time as we're talking about all these different populations to start thinking about.
I've been teaching 34 years and I got more out of this class than any class that I've ever taken in college or at a graduate level. Because it was relevant to what I'm doing in my classroom.
When we would meet in the cohort, and it was just about getting better as a teacher. And that was something that made me look forward to Tuesday, even though it meant working 3 hours extra or whatever. It was about talking to other people and getting better.
It's not necessarily that I learned like some mind-altering thing that I didn't know before, but I was given the opportunity through the specializations to look at my practice and implement things that I either hadn't tried before or use new tools that maybe I'd heard of them but I hadn't seen, and then reflect on them and figure out how to make them better for myself. So it was really more of an opportunity to apply and reflect.
I'm always a lifelong learner, and that's one thing I really appreciate about this cohort and about Henrico County is not only do they emphasize the Henrico Learner Profile for kids to be lifelong learners, but this program really allows for adults to also become lifelong learners.
My job role now is to take the information that I have, more specifically with technology integration, but also like professional learning, take the knowledge that I have and pass it on to the building. So it's more than just like building my own capacity, it's taking the capacity I have and making sure that others have it.
If I'm in this program, I feel like I can continue to better myself, and there's a reward, there's an incentive for bettering yourself. Yes, who doesn't love the money, right? Yes, there's a pay increase that's associated with it, but also you are perfecting your craft and you're working with so many like-minded individuals that are passionate.
I would still do it even if I wasn't in a position to like share out information, do professional learning, but it's an added bonus for me to be able to take the knowledge that I'm gaining and make people aware of these opportunities, make people aware of the opportunities that our district offers and the information that you can receive.
We know that we have parameters, but what are we going to do to kind of give them a little bit of a say in the decision making that's happening?
Also, kids can just have sensory processing difficulties, but it talks about like increased somatic complaint.
So I mean, the anxiety, fear, worry, and like stress, those are all kind of like.
I was a part of the original diverse learners cohort, so the OGs. It was very, very inspiring. I learned a lot, and I was able to implement things that I learned in class, like immediately the next day with my children. In doing that, I knew that I wanted to be a part of it going forward.
The trauma-informed educator cohort actually started first. Our first cohort was last year, and we started with 20 participants, and it was mostly at the time school-based mental health. But this year we have mostly teachers in our cohort, so it is a specialization that is for anyone that's in the classroom.
It's relevant. It's relevant to your job as a teacher, as a coach, whatever you may be, it's 100% relevant.
So we know that we have such great educators here at Henrico, but this takes it deeper and it gives us that sense of community to move forward with this work together, collectively.
Discovery learning.
I don't think there's a day that goes by that I don't incorporate something that I learned from my cohort into my classrooms.
It's rewarding teachers to get better, and it's incentivizing teachers that are highly qualified or want to be highly qualified to stay within the county, and I think it's an excellent thing.
So we are helping students with that second language.
Nothing like this existed in Tennessee. In fact, there are so many people here who are invested at making our educators better. I've personally never seen that before in any other district I've been in.
I think with graduate classes, you do a lot of regurgitation of, theories and that kind of thing. And that's not what this is about. This is about doing and acting on it, and that's why it works.
No matter whether you're a new teacher, whether you're a veteran teacher, you will go in this program, you will leave with something that's going to help you be a more engaging and beneficial and creative teacher.